Hello, my name is Imogen Caterer of Gloucester Healthy Mind and Relationships. I thought I'd talk to you about sleep, but sleep as a kind of example of how this understanding pans out. Now, I'm not here to give you advice. Lots of people will give you advice, but what seems to be more important is for all of us, is that we get back in touch with our innate wisdom that's built into us. However, we often spend a lot of time distracting ourselves from that. Sometimes that's by reading, lots of books. We've hidden loads of books behind this sheet because there's somebody in my household who likes learning a lot. But often intellectual learning gets in the way of your innate wisdom. Sometimes listening to experts, particularly just because they're experts, not because you resonate with them, that gets in the way of hearing your innate health. So I'm very keen not to set myself up as another expert you can consult with. Oh, Imogen suggested this. But rather to open you up to possibilities of accessing your own innate wisdom. And sometimes that means doing something you wouldn't have thought of doing before. So let's talk about sleep. Let's talk about when you can't sleep. You wake in the night, or maybe you never got off to sleep. And you're going, I can't sleep, I can't sleep, I can't sleep. Maybe the doctor's told you that you're going to have to sleep or you're going to get ill. Right. So you're churning this. So if going down a path I would discourage you to take is to churn around in your head going, I've got to get to sleep, got to get to sleep, got to get to sleep. Perhaps I should take a sleeping pill. Perhaps I should try this. Perhaps I should, there's all sorts of techniques, and I'm not going to suggest loads of them for trying to get to sleep, because you know them. Or you can look them up. Google, I can't get to sleep, or whatever. There's lots of stuff there. But as you churn around these possibilities, you're actually less likely to find a solution. See, particularly with sleep, it's very hard to sleep when you're turning around loads of possibilities of how you could get to sleep. But that actually happens in loads of circumstances when you try very hard to solve a problem. Like, I had difficulty with a manager at work, and it's kind of, if I churned round that thing, it actually got worse. And if I just let it go and saw how it panned out and how the days pass, the problem solves itself. So, general point, best not to stew on your problems. So what do you do instead? Well, kind of what occurs to you. It may occur to you to take a sleeping pill. It may occur to you to phone crisis team. It may occur to you to count sheep. It may occur to you to roll over in bed. But be careful not to rule from your own thinking out any possibilities, particular possibilities. Because one of those possibilities is to get out of bed. Decide not being able to sleep isn't a problem, and just poodle around and do what you would enjoy doing in that moment. So, I know one chap named George Pransky, I couldn't sleep last night, so I went and watched a movie. There was an old Western on, it was great. I did a bit of paperwork, it was great. And it didn't have anything on it. And eventually when he went, if he got tired enough, he'd have gone back to bed and probably slept. Because he'd done what it is, and he hadn't made a drama out of it. Now, George Pransky is one of the world leaders in this stuff. But you know, the attitude is just, I don't have any problem with this. It just is. And I'll carry on as is. And if you don't come from a place of thinking it's a problem, and ideally don't label it insomnia, because that's now made it a medical condition, and you just go with your wisdom, which may be to get out of bed, it may not be. Maybe you just sit there and daydream, lie there and daydream. There are lots of possibilities, but the thing is, listening to your wisdom will guide you. Whereas debating it in your head, which is just your intellectual kind of thinking about it, will generally keep you awake for a longer time in a greater state of misery. Thanks for listening.